Back to Steve's Place Down Under. Today's Sunday, and being the first Sunday of the week, I thought I'd have a light refreshment while we film this episode. The reason we're doing back-to-back episode like this is to let you know about an upcoming show. I keep getting a lot of comments about people asking if I'm going to Clarendon Show, which is the biggest one here in Sydney. This year I don't think I can make it because a good mate of mine is turning 40 and his party's on that same weekend, and that, of course that only happens once. I'd rather go to that than the tractor show that's on every year. But our club is holding one in October, so for those of you who do want to come and meet us that have said so, we will all be at that show. Dad, Mick, myself, anyone you see on these episodes will be at our show all weekend. If you want to come and meet us there, where Clarendon, we might be in and out, but we won't be spending enough time there to meet anyone, so which is a shame because that's the best show. So if any of you want to come just for us, Sunday 27th of October at Luddenham Showground here in Sydney. Clarendon is the better show. When I say better, it's not just static like ours will be. Ours is going to be cars, bikes, trucks and tractors, but it's all just static, just for one day only. But Clarendon's the whole weekend, so Saturday, Sunday, there's tractor pulls, there's all sorts of stuff. That's the better one if you're going for old machinery and everything. It's just amazing show. So that's the better one to go to, but if you want to come and see us, 27th of October at Luddenham Showground. Now, Clarendon is on the 21st and 22nd. For those of you who are travelling only want to do one, well, I'm just letting you know about that. So while we're going, I might show you what we're going to take. Now, we've dug this 8-wheeler out. We're going to get some rego on it for the show because I want to put a good display, and I'm going to have about 7 or 8 trucks there plus some tractors and stuff. So we done this yesterday, we got it going. It hadn't been going for a couple of years. It wasn't a Will It Start episode, it's just the first of a series of what we're going to do to it. So we got her out, we took the tray off it because I've sold the tray off this one, but I'm going to put the tray off the Transtar, I'll show you in a minute, on this one. So the motor's running fine. There's a couple of air leaks and stuff on the brakes, and there's a hose under there somewhere rubbed through. So before we put the tray on, we're going to gurney it all. Mick's going to do that next weekend. Well, I'm at a birthday party next weekend, but Saturday afternoon and Sunday I'll be working on this one as well, trying to get it ready. Going to just blow all the flaky paint off it, any oil leaks, and she needs a couple of headlights and a few wiper blades and that, but overall it's a good performing thing. It's a 400 Cummins, which those of you who watch us know all our trucks are 71 series Detroits, but this is a big cam 400 black Cummins, which is good. This episode on this one is coming up probably next Friday or Saturday we'll release it. Where this one, when you watch this, it's just been filmed recently, so any information that you need to know on this one will be in the first of probably a 4 or 5 part series on this one. And while we're going, I might show you what else we're going to do for the show, just a quick 10-15 minute video. We're also going to have the DCF Transtar over there. It's not registered. I'll float it over and unload it and just sit it with everything else, because I've heard even some of you viewers in the US say these are rare over there. There's not many left here either. You don't see many at all. So we won't be obviously not driving it on the road, but we'll float it up there and just sit it in the lineup and just for a display. This Kenworth here, we hope to have, we've got a McGrath trailer. I bought a spread axle McGrath 40-foot trailer that we've also going to do a series of getting going in amongst the other 8-wheeler Kenworth out there. We're going to register it, put some lights and stuff on it, just get it roadworthy. Then we're going to put probably 3 Chamberlains on it and leave that one set up just for a display. The white will have a flat top on it. The one that goes, it's painted the same colours. I don't know what we're going to put on that yet. I want to pick a few of the rarer tractors I've got maybe, or maybe one of the old Accos or Inders I've got down the back. The Louisville, we're going to take the tank off. I don't know how I'm going to find time for all this. I might have a bit of time off before it. Take the tank off, put a turntable on it off my other LNT down there. And we're going to put the float on her, and I don't know what we'll put on the float, but that old float we got down there, it's sort of not painted either, so it's a pretty nostalgic looking old outfit and fairly rough, but it is roadworthy and registered. Grey Kenworth in there Ex-Quickers Air or Comet one TNT will be a set because we've got the pan to match that. It's a prime mover. We've got the 40-foot pan to match it. And that's full of our beds and barbecues and accommodation for whenever we go to a show. So that's what'll be in that one. I'll go and show you the trailers and we'll complete the episode. So I might put this old Oliver on the flat top or even a static display in front of the tractors. She's a big one, fairly unique. A couple of other ones here. I've got a few Zetas, a couple of Massey Fergusons, none of them real rare. Got two Chamberlains here. I won't take this one. This one here I would take, but it's my uncle put a different radiator in it. Now the original bonnet won't fit. She's a fairly rare one. Well, not rare. Here in Australia, not many of that model left. It's an R1250, I think, Chamberlain. Got all these Inters here. I might take the 564, or I definitely, probably, if I can get time, get this Renault going and take it. That's fairly rare. I haven't done an episode on it. There is one of me picking it up out at Mudgee with a mate of mine's truck. We went out and picked the 46 Ford up, this and a heap of side valve and small block Chev engines. That's a good episode, that. That's a Massey Ferguson 30. That's probably not worth showing. It's my everyday use one. I rake the roads with. There's a Fordson there, E27N, and a Massey Harris 44K. I may take one of them just as just as a display on the trailer. We'll see. Hopefully I'll get time for all this. My missus just asked me if I'm going to get time making all these promises, and I hope to. This is our plans anyway. I'll just throw this in here. I recently advertised this because I'll never do anything with it. My next door neighbour Shane gave it to me when I bought that big Oliver I just showed you then, and a couple of Inters, and he threw this in as like a bit of a meal deal. And I had it advertised for a couple $100 on Facebook Marketplace, and because I wanted to keep my place a little bit, I know I show it to the world, but a bit public when people actually come here, I thought I'd tow it down the back. And this complete clown said he was coming from only here at Orchard Hills, not far away at all. He'd been here in half an hour. So Dad and I and Mick dragged it down here, just so it's an easy spot for him to load. And we waited and we waited, and I thought, oh bugger this, I've got to keep working, because we had to go out last night. And anyway, we left her here, and then he ended up blocking us. So I've decided just to scrap the damn thing. I think there's still usable parts on it, but the amount of arseholes on that Marketplace is just, I'd never realised before, is just incredible. And 98% of them are like my lower intestine, just packed full of shit. So I've decided I'm not dealing with the public anymore, selling it. It sort of scarred me being stood up by this clown. So there's plenty of, like, I got 40, 50 messages within, I don't know, 4 hours or something of advertising. The phone kept buzzing all night. I ended up just telling people, no, forget it, I'll just get me mate Steve, or with his tilt trader, we'll go and cash it in and drink it, because it's no good to me. It never will be. The engine's not great. And, anyway, I'm just letting you know what has been happening here in our lives with that. There is a local girl here that does photography. She wanted a wreck like that to sit in the bush and take photos of people around some rusty wreck, and I said you can just have it. I don't want anything if it's going to help someone like that, but I said come and have a look first, because it is a wreck basically. Like, it's just completely rusted out. It all does work, but it's rusted out. McGrath we're going to put on. There'll be a series of getting this one ready as well. Tandem axle, or bogie we call it here, 40 foot. It'll probably fit two of those Chamberlain cranes on it in one front end loader. So there'll be a series of us getting this going. It's only really needs lights and a tidy up. Needs one tyre, and then just see if it'll pass rego. So that'll be on the blue Kenworth. That was bought for it anyway. Getting back to the Austin on Marketplaces, there was the reason I say dealing with the public. There was that many people that is it available? You can only write yes, I don't know, 70 or 80 times before you sort of get over it, and people say they're coming and stand you up. So there's a bit of stuff here I did want to get rid of, but I just don't know how to go about it. I put a fair bit of stuff on there over the last week, and you just that's the sort of stuff you deal with. So I don't know where else to sell it. eBay's not the thing anymore, but even though I've got that crane there off it, it's very rarely you see something good on there. So this one here, see behind me over there, the tray, that was taken off that 8-wheeler yesterday. It doesn't suit it, doesn't match it. It's a ex-government New South Wales Railways body. It's too heavy, it's too high when it's on the chassis. And someone else wanted it. This tray here is much, so that one's got a hardwood floor with checker plate on top, plus it's all heavy channel and heavy steel. The one here on this Transstar, Mick went along and unbolted it all yesterday while I was getting the truck going. The Kenworth, that's ready to lift off. So I'm going to bring a pressure washer home from work next week, blow all that flaky paint off. Hopefully all we got to do is tidy a few of those rope rails up and put a coat of paint on it to suit the 8-wheeler, and then that'll belong to that. I'm toying up whether to put this one on the, I know it's not rare, but it still looks good. It's straight and just in really good condition for its age. 69 model Acco, or the old D-line here, on the flat top of the white rather than tractors, but we'll see. I'm just toying up with ideas at the moment. Just want to put a good display on of stuff that isn't around widely. And last of all, I've got to go out, I didn't realise it was so late. This McGrath flat top belongs to the white. You can see the same colour, and the float through there is the one you've seen on recovery missions that we take beyond the blue Kenworth. Hopefully we can get it on the Louisville in that time, and I might put the Alice Chalmers HD14 on it. So that's just a video of what's coming up. It's more to let you know, we didn't have to do this episode, but I thought I'd stretch it out and show you what we're doing. It's just to let you know if you want to come to the show, give you a bit of advance. So thanks everyone for watching, see you on the next episode.